going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Recession, reallocate your portfolio. This was always the danger of inviting the Wall Street types in, is that they would just simply treat crypto like any other asset and label it as an exotic high-risk one. And when the markets go in not the direction they want, they dump it. The retail people are holding because they are opting out of a global system that's unfair, a global system that's frankly rigged. I've seen it myself. I've been in the meetings. I've talked to the people everywhere I go. They don't care about sustainability. They don't care at all in any way, shape, or form about whether you live well. Your standard of living is the same as the standard of living of your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents. In fact, quite the opposite. They're trying to prepare the masses to accept a standard of living significantly less than the one that they inherited, the one that they grew up with, the one that their parents grew up with. This is no way to run the world. This is no way.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and the new Road Order book. The new Road Order book is going to show you how the world works. It is definitely time to wake up out of your sleep in the times that we're in right now. Plus, guys, we know we're waiting on that next main event towards the end of the year. We had the first quarter event. Like I told you, that would happen. Don't forget this is Shemitah year. And then also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's definitely time to re-educate. And also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. Do not forget I have the New World Order cryptos in my Patreon. Do your own research, but going inside of a bear market, you definitely want the cryptos that have real use cases. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores, keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. And we have another day of Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks taking a hit, bouncing off the lows. Bitcoin dropped all the way down to about 26,000, some exchanges 24,000. But we see the power of the Fed. When you control supply and demand, when you're printing the money, who do you think is buying all these stable coins? They've been controlling it from the beginning. When I first started my channel, I told you they control the market through the stable coins, and we're starting to see it play out. What do? They cause the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. And the solution is their CBDCs, their private stable coins, which is USDC, which has been very quiet. But they're pushing down yields today, so we're going to see a little relief. Remember, the Crypto Teacher told you that. Not your financial advice, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But this is definitely a trader's dream right now. But guys, we have the Ethereum whales are getting busy. We see a lot of transactions, buying and selling. And Ethereum dropped all the way down to 1700 before bouncing. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates. We have volume. We have Tether. Tether is going to be moving $1 billion USDT from Tron to Ethereum and Avalanche. Also, guys, we have USDC, which has been quiet through this whole thing. And then, guys, of course, we have the Fed. Do not forget to pull the repo on a daily basis. And, guys, we know why we're going through this. The Fed has to build the fourth industrial revolution. Now it's time to take all that money that they printed and start building. This is Shemitah year. Do not forget that. And we're just waiting on that additional main event. And I told you guys, the government is going to shut down next year. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, don't know how long, but it's definitely going to shut down. We know that the Republicans are going to take back over the Senate, and we know they're going to drive the Hegelian dialectic into the ground. And then we have Grayscale. They moved down about $2 billion. Remember, they've been moving lockstep with the Fed. And we can clearly see the manipulation. But make sure you're paying attention to their allocations. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have stocks and cryptos taking 75% hits, 80%, 90% hits. We know the Fed is trying to price in the additional rate hikes. And then plus, guys, they're rolling off this balance sheet. So yes, we're going to have pumps and dumps, but there is more pain to come. But do not forget the Fed stays 6 months to a year out. Don't forget that. Now, guys, we have 8coin drops 80% before bouncing slightly. 8coin dropped all the way down to $5. Now, we have Terra proposed to burn 1.4 billion UST and stake 240 million Luna to stop the bleeding. And guys, we know this was a controlled collapse. We know they need a distraction. And then we had Binance Futures delist coin margin Luna perpetual contracts. And guys, remember I told you this. Time heals everything. You just have to have patience because this is all part of a movie. Now we had the Aussie crypto ETFs receive 1.3 million in volume on launch day. And because of the bear market, we didn't get a lot of news on it. Now we have Warren Buffett-backed Nubank launches Bitcoin and Ethereum trading. And remember, when it comes to the billionaires, don't listen to what they say. Follow the money. Now, could the SEC case against Ripple falter over conflict of interest? And guys, we see this Ripple XRP movie continue. We know this movie was created to kick regulation down the road. But we know regulation is going to be here this year, so we know this Ripple case is going to be ending. Why do we know that? Because we know ISO is here. We know global regulation. Remember, crypto is going to be global. It's no longer about the U.S. It's global regulation. Now we have the Bank of Israel claims public support for its CBDC project. But guys, we know here in America, CBDCs are illegal. We know in Europe, they're illegal. But the same way the Fed is illegal, but we know they're going to try to write their way into existence. Now we have FTX US applies for trust charter in New York. And we know that Coinbase is already approved, plus BitGo. Now we have Galaxy Digital Board approved share buybacks as the stock price tanks. And we know buybacks are what? Manipulation. The SEC hasn't done anything. You know I've done several videos on buybacks on this channel and also the stock channel. Now we have Kathy Woods of ARK Invest, which has been taking a beating, but we know, guys, she's looking at the fourth industrial revolution. Grabs another 500,000 shares of Coinbase. And remember I told you, Coinbase is for the fourth industrial revolution. They're going to be help running the global economy. And Andreessen, my guy, has been there from the beginning. And lastly, we have Citadel Securities, BlackRock, and Gemini deny any involvement of UST collapse. But guys, who's buying it? That's right, the big banks. And they control the run. And it just happened to happen when Janet Yellen is speaking. It just happened to happen as we're going into the bear market. Guys, this is all control. If I'm controlling the supply and demand of the money, I'm printing the money. And the only thing you have to do is do your research on gold. They control the supply and demand. That's the reason why gold has been at the prices as at now. It should be probably 100,000 per ounce. But when you're having the manipulators, which have been caught dozens of times, I've done videos on it, on all commodities. But if I control the supply of your money, I care not who make the laws. And we know the banks are the biggest what? I'm not going to finish that. Y'all know how it goes. Because remember, when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The Cryptoteacher Stock Channel, Cryptoteacher Stocks. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, their own stocks. The C-word, the biotech stocks, and while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.